breakfast. You want breakfast?
Yeah, spaghetti for breakfast.
No, we can make sailor eggs.
We don't have butter.
Oh no. Shit.
Remember when I said we should stop and get butter? Let's make spaghetti. It's already almost noon. We haven't eaten anything yet, which I feel like is becoming a trend, and I don't know why. I guess because we get up and then we go out and do stuff.
You're slacking on your pancake game?
Yeah, I'm slacking on my pancake game. I could make pancakes, but I think we should stop lunch.
We are back at Pacific Spirit. That's like a really cool park right next to UBC. And it's like an all natural kind of park, little paths through it, but they don't really manicure or design it all that much. So it's really cool to mountain bike through. That's where we mountain biked the other day. But it's also where a lot of camper vans and a lot of RVs park. We noticed that on the side of the road, they're just there all the time. BC in general, there's just a lot of like camper vans. Just a lot of camper vans and a lot of RVs parked, and some of them they're being lived in, some of them are just being left there, stored there. I don't know what the deal is. So a lot of them have moss growing on them. So, yeah.
Well, if you lived in an apartment downtown Vancouver, you'd have to find somewhere to park your van, right? So maybe some of these people like use them in the summer, but they're just parking them here in the winter or something.
I feel like that's like way more plausible than all the things I've thought of.
Like if we were living on UBC campus, like if we left our van here, right?
Right.
That would probably make sense.
That would make sense, actually.
Because I don't think we'd get a parking spot, especially not one this big. But it's all free. Like there's a van parked behind us that's been here for like a week.
Yeah.
So it's probably always here. Sailor eggs, you need butter. Pancakes, butter. Spaghetti, well, I like butter on my spaghetti, but obviously that's not gonna happen. That's okay. Delicious beef. Right, Simon? Do we have spaghetti sauce stuff? Are you the seagull? Chance of the seagull, Simon. We need to get propane today.
Ooh.
Did you?
So the van, like, it's really, really warm in Vancouver, especially after freezing our giblets off in the mountains. We've noticed it mostly because our furnace, as mentioned before, drains a lot of power overnight. Like running that big blower engine that's in it just like totally drains our batteries. And yet lately we've been waking up and the voltage isn't even below 12 volts. I mean, it should never be that low, but we're beating the absolute crap out of our batteries, so we'll have to replace them eventually, I think. But they were dirt cheap, and I think they were on their last legs anyway. I'm just going to keep using them till they're unusable, and then I'll trade them in for core value.
Very saucy.
Shelby and I are on the opposite spectrums of food. I am what I like to consider myself a sauce boss, and Shelby is kind of like a child. You know how they don't like mixing things together? They want their sauce separate from their
I don't mind
food.
mixing things. I just don't like a lot of sauce.
Champ, do you want to go for a bike ride? Oh, okay, okay. Switching to GoPro. Shelby, let's go, come on. He's trying to put a stick. He's trying to put that stick right in my freak. Don't do that. No. Okay, now it's on. Now it's recording.
Hi, Simon.
Okay, now press it again. Came back to UBC today. That's our favorite university of the three we visited, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're gonna go check out the art gallery here because we didn't get a chance last time we were here.
On Monday.
It's closed on Mondays, so today's Friday, and we can pull it off. All right, okay, let's go take a look.
The one I saw the other day.
Well, apparently Justin Trudeau, our new Prime Minister, studied here, so we're just trying to figure out how going to the school is going to turn Shelby into Justin Trudeau.
Could it just turn me into Canada's first female Prime Minister? Well, we've had one, but Canada's first female Prime Minister for more than a month. Sorry, Kim Campbell, but
I never knew you had political aspirations.
But I mean, at least we've had a female Prime Minister. Fucking United States, get with it.
Get on it, man. You too can have a leader who is female for a month.
Because someone dies.
Because someone died, yeah.
I don't remember what happened.
I don't. It's before my time. I am noticing though that UBC is freaking huge. My school was 20,000. Shelby's school was 35.
I don't know.
35,000. There's over 50,000 students at this school. That is that's a small city, basically.
That's bigger than Belleville.
There's bigger population in Shelby's hometown, much bigger than my hometown. Wow.
Do you want to bike? Because I want to show you show you by the buildings. Do you want to bike or do you want to walk?
Let's bike it. That had some unexpected results. We basically walked in and then...
Someone was going to yell at us for taking pictures.
I thought she was going to yell at us. And she took us for a tour for an hour.
Yeah.
And told us...
Gave me all the cards of the people I should get in contact with. Told me about all the programming they have at the...
Basically the nicest person. So...
I'm telling you, it's because friggin...
UBC's awesome?
No, it's because Aboriginal people are awesome.
Oh, that's where you're going. It's a race issue now. Okay, great. You want to see my friend Brock? I know him from back in Ottawa. He's the one who took care of Champ while we went over and visited Vancouver Island. And we're going to hang out with him for a bit, and then we're going to go downtown and see Scott before we leave, because tonight is our last night in Vancouver. How's Champ? How's Champ?
Oh, taking care of Champ was the best 2 days of my life.
Of your life! It's the best thing.
I wanted to get a dog for a long time, but just not the right time. So
okay, so he didn't eat anybody?
No, he didn't eat anything. He just chilled. We played with the ball. He got a lot of table scraps. We went out for pizza. We went on a little date. I'm gonna miss him a lot.
Oh, that's amazing.
Right, cheers.
Champ's gonna miss you. Alright, here.
If you don't know what matcha is stone ground green tea that comes from Japan and China. Matcha is really, really, really good for you. There's lots of characteristics that you won't find anywhere else that you'll find in matcha. So good.
That's good. Oh, wicked.
Well, I mean, besides what we just ate. But you're gonna...
So this shit's pretty dope. If you want to check out Brock's store and some more of his matcha, you can check the link in the description. We're off to see the Scotty is Scott. What can you tell me about Scott? Scott's going to Vancouver Film School.
Yeah.
He's studying video game making, and this is a party with a bunch of nerds from the video game making thing. So
you just asked me what I could tell you, and then you said everything about it.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you.
I went to school with Scott too.
Yeah. Well, she did her Bachelor of Arts with Scott. Fine Arts.
Fine Arts.
Bfaff. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right.
thought you dropped something.
No, I don't think so. Did I? Okay. Anyway, yeah, so it's gonna be with a bunch of nerds, which means that I'm gonna have a blast.
I'll just eat and drink probably.
Shelby will turn to drink.